Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. Today we are doing the level 70 quest, Right for the Job. Euless awaits a decision from Sai Luke. Thank you for your patience. Sai Luke will still appears to be wrestling with his thoughts, but perhaps we can help him come to a decision. Sir, I don't mean to press you, but you might you have arrived at an answer to my proposal? Not exactly, no. There's another matter I have yet to reconcile. Would you mind sharing this matter with us? Well, it goes back to the day that the Eater attacked the village. I was taking my turn as lookout here at Stone Gazer. It's a duty we take very seriously. They say when the tower was originally built in the time before the flood, they were worried about dwarves and mountain bandits, but these days... Yes, there's a far worse prowling around, and I failed to spot it. The scenery which came that day did not appear as the other monstrosities I have seen. From a distance, it simply looked like a person. I wanted to be sure before I rang the warning bell, but I waited too long. Many who could have fled died because of my hesitation. How could a man of such faulty judgment ever serve you as mayor? What comfort can I offer those whose loved ones were needlessly slain? None. Not whilst the abomination itself yet roams free to kill again. You would take vengeance on our behalf? That is good. For we were powerless before its might. Should the Eater show its cursed face again, then I pray you are as strong as you appear. I know nothing of the roads you have walked or the battles you have fought, so I can but echo what Sai Luke has said. Our prayers will be for your victory. Well, sir, you've heard Illusion's words. Talk of vengeance aside, I do not believe the villagers, either living or dead, hold you responsible for the actions of that monster. And yet I cannot fault you for wanting to remain distant. Pray forgive me for pestering you so. Nay, 'tis I who should beg forgiveness. Though you've lost as much as anyone, I left you to shoulder the burden of leadership alone. All will be well with you back among us again. Come, let us return to the village, as I've said. It's unsafe to linger out here for long. One last escort back to Wright, if you would. So, looks like they've kind of come to terms with their grief, and they're looking to try to move forward. My thanks for your protection, not to mention your unfailing patience. It is my hope that now Sai Luke has unburdened his mind to us, his heart will be the tiniest bit lighter. I, for one, feel ready to face another day. After all, I have my friends and neighbors here to help me face it. There's one last thing I want to show both you and Sai Luke. It has to do with Wright's traditional industry, if you are interested in taking a look. Oh good, I was worried you'd had enough of me. Unless I am for you then, well, will be to have a word with Sai Luke and bring him to the barley fields at the front of the village. I'll be there tending to the crops until you arrive. What is she up to? I'm grateful for your understanding and the flowers you brought. My wife would have very much approved of the selection. Now, is there something you wish to discuss with me? And Euless wants me there as well, does she? We had best head over to the fields then. Let's see what she is wanting. This is what I wanted to show you. This barley crop right here. This was your father's plot, wasn't it? And you've been tending to it in his absence? Every single day I wanted to see his plans come true. His plans? Yes, he dreamed of restoring things to show how the history books said they once were, before the flood ruined everything. Our village has long been known as a place of artisans. Even the name Wright is a nod to all the craftsmen that once made their homes here. In years gone by, it is said a line of Talos would stretch down the road, arms bearing lumber in the shipyard would echo with the calls of shipwrights hard at work. And when the day was done, they would gather here to share an ale in the village. My father, he'd hoped to brew that traditional wright ale with the barley from this crop, to one day tap a barrel with his family and dear friends and raise a toast to the future. Said Luke, will you raise a mug with me when that day comes? Certainly would. Of course I will. Ah, but my dear girl, the land here does not nourish the crops as it once did. I fear it will be some time ere you'll have barley fit for the ale you have in mind. In the meantime, will you help me with the rest of Clifton's plans? The rest? He won things the way they once were, did he not? Then we must first recover from the tragedy which was visited upon us. There is no simple solution, but I mean to do what I can to lead our community out of this mire of pain and grief. Assuming you are still willing to have me as mayor. Yes, of course, sir. Thank you. I was set to live out the rest of my life in denial. But you and Euless have opened the eyes of this old fool to what needs to be done, and for that you have my thanks. Now, I'd best get to work. I have folk to talk to and plans to make. When you're finished here, Euless, I should appreciate your assistance. Well, I think this is where we finally part ways. Thank you again for all you have done for us. The people of Wright will go on, even under the weight of our sorrow. It might not happen this day, or the next, but together we'll find ways to make things better, to recapture the prosperity this village once had. I look forward to when you next visit. With any luck, I'll be waiting to put a frothing mug of Wright brewed ale in your hand. And that was the quest right for the job. Thank you for joining us here today on Illusion Fox Gaming. Hopefully we'll see you again either for another video here on YouTube or maybe one of our mini streams over on Twitch. Till then though, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.